Hey everyone, this is Armored, and today we are going to go through Top Commander Day 1. And I have covered this topic a number of times, and, uh, and today's video is sponsored by Mr. Dave from Alliance PHPX Region 618. Just for the sake of today's video, I think the most of your points they come from your speed ups that you have, and then eventually you can get some points from Bounty Ground, Water War, Exquisite Files, and then Honor Emblem. But your bulk of your points they will be coming from your speed ups that you will be using. I believe you need around 400k worth of speed ups to actually secure the 100 million point mark. So right now we have a lot of players who have already hit this mark, and this is my aim for today. And right now the buffs that I actually have are the instructor buff and the fully armed training buff, which is basically the federal buff. And then I have the privilege subscription as well, which is giving me additional 2% training speed up percentage. So if I go to my training, so right now it is at 100%, 7%. But most ideal scenario would be to get chief of staff, which will give you 15% buff. So right now I'm running out of time because only 1 minute is left to secure the 900k additional points. So we gotta use 6,000 minutes of speed up. And my aim today is to make a lot of tier 5 snipers, because I went from around 2 million snipers to around 1.3 million snipers. So I have actually lost 700k snipers in last 3 or 4 battles, I believe. So it is time to make a lot of snipers. So let me see if we have secured this. Right. So this is great. Right now, this additional 900k points are secured, and we have also made. So if you want to have additional buff right now, since the Archipelago raid has ended, we're going to go through the map. Let's just go to the middle of the map. So if you are in Archipelago raid map, it is suggested that you guys should secure the zombies in the middle and get one of the training speed ups, that is 10%. But if you want to do research, then you should go for research speed up. But since most of the T6 they have uh, like uh, all their T6 unlocked, so training is mostly what is being used as a federal buff. For newer players it is recommended to use research buff 10%, and same goes for the federal buff. So the federal buff should always be the research based buff. Why? Because research is one of the most important factors in the game, and the faster you unlock your tier 5 and tier 6 troops, the faster you will be able to participate in battles and make some kind of meaningful contribution. Now, having said that, today I will be going through my remaining upgrades just for the sake of this video. Training expansion 20,000, I will use that, and train 22,000 infantry troops. All right. So after using that, I will boil down. I will boil it down to like 13 hours. So I used 13 days. So after 1 day and 13 hours, when I will collect 22,000 troops on day 3, I will be able to secure a lot of points on day 3 as well. And for today, I have secured a lot of points as well. Why? Because I have used the amount of 13 days speed up. So the same goes for, no, not this, just train it and forget it. Next up is riders. Again, I will use 20,000 or like 20,000 increase in capacity, and then speed it up by the same amount that I had previously used for. So it was around 13.4, I think. So let us use that. So almost identical times, 1 hour, 1 day, 13 hours. and the same is for infantry. So 1 day 13 hours. So the bulk of my training will be of snipers, and I will quickly go through them before. I'll be using some music so that you do not get bored. Rather, I will just show you the end game, how much I was able to train. The idea is to have at least 400k snipers trained, or like 400k minute I have to use today, so I can secure the 100 million point mark. So let's get down to it. And yes, I will not be using any kind of training expansion for it except for the last one. The reason for that is I want to use the training speed ups when I'm going to be upgrading them, so that I will be able to save a lot of time. I am done for today's upgrade. So let's go and check out what is the status of today's ranking. And I have been able to secure an additional, yeah, thanks to that 100% challenge where you get 100% points. And from 3 million, I was able to secure like 6 million, I believe, or whatever the case was. And now this guy, Oxoroy Cooper, is on top. I am not going to compete with him. He is a whale, so it will be a waste of time and resources if I try to like compete with him. But the top three, top four, Mr. Pikachu from Alliance Chew, that's a good name. And lastly, this guy from Region 301. So this is top four, and number fifth is from Region 394. This is the overall ranking. So thank you for watching, guys. I have made a couple of videos on troop training before. The same thing can be utilized for research as well. So make sure to use the same methods, and make sure you get all the buffs before making your upgrades. So thank you for watching, guys. Have a good day.